All right, a lot of girls grow up dreaming of their wedding day. The dress, the ring, the man. It's, you know, like a fairy tale.
Someday my prince will come. Someday we'll meet again.
Okay, if you're 5, Snow White makes perfect sense. But once the birthdays actually start flying by, you may start to see a little gray up in here, a little crow's feet here, a little saggy something here and there. And then comes that moment, the moment of panic and frustration.
Don't you think it's a whole lot of ritual for something? It's got about a 50-50 shot of making it out of the gate.
Oh, how very refreshing. A man who doesn't believe in marriage.
27 dresses sums up the way legions of single women feel. Sure, plenty of them don't want to walk down the aisle, but for the ones who do, the nagging questions are, why can't I get married? What the heck is wrong with me? Well, Huffington Post columnist Tracy McKillum has 6 possible answers, and they're harsh. You ready for this? You're the B word. You're shallow. You're a slut. You're a liar. You're selfish. And you're not good enough. So, of course, I had to call 2 of my favorite single ladies. They're not selfish, though. They're not slutty. They're not shallow. No way. But they are sassy. Molly Dedham and Christine Eads, the broads from Broad-Minded on XM Radio. Can't wait to weigh in on this article that's totally spread across the internet. All right, broads, any truth here to this article?
Yes.
Yes.
All of the above.
I think a lot of women are going to be upset about this because it's always us and not the men. But I think if you take a minute to really look at yourself, you're going to find that there's a whole lot of truth in here.
All right, so Christine, what are you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm a blend. I'm going to be honest here. I'm a blend between 3, which is you're a slut, and selfish. Because I like to, well, okay. All right, I'm going to be, can we be serious for a minute? I know that's
all right, we'll be serious.
We'll be serious just for a minute, and then we'll go back to craziness. I do have an 8-year-old, and I chose not to marry his father because, well, we just didn't get along. We've decided we're great friends, but in a relationship, it just did not work. So we decided not to be married, and that works for us. And I think different people can do different things, and so now that I have the child, I went, well, am I ever really going to walk down the aisle? So I decided to kind of do a blend of the slutty selfish thing. Just to be honest.
And is it working for you?
Dedham? No, not at all.
All right, Dedham, now to you.
All right, well, this is what stood out for me in the article. She talks about, just the title alone, she says, you're a liar. And this is so true. What we do is we get into a relationship and we don't want to tell the guy how we really feel, because if we tell him how we really feel, he's going to leave. So we negotiate and think, okay, one day he's going to figure out that he really wants us. But in the end, he really doesn't. And so you stay in this relationship because you're not being true to yourself. And it's a cliche, but it happens time and time again. And I think that you have to get away from lying, not only to the guy, but to yourself, because it's just trouble. It's not going to work out. And she points that out. And that, when I read that, I actually was blushing a little bit, because I completely lied in my last relationship.
And also, another thing,
I lied to myself. It was terrible. And look, I'm still single and I'm not married. And you knew that we wanted. You brought us on for a reason, because we so desperately want to get married.
I know both of you want to find that Prince Charming. All right, so Molly, what are your words of advice for women out there who want to tie the knot?
I think you need to be yourself, don't lie, but in the end, if you have to negotiate a little bit, I think a loft in New York is okay. And the Eames chair, I love Eames chairs. But at 41, at some point, you're going to have to play a little bit of the game. So I think there can be a little bit of, I don't know, she speaks of character. Character's okay, but some guys with character still want strange and they're going to cheat. So you have to get a little bit out of it, even if it's shallow.
All right, Christine, bring it home.
And we're all a little shallow.
Well, I also think she talks about in the article that we find, even if the guy is sitting there and telling us, I don't want to be married, it is not going to happen, we'll find a way to stay in it because we think that we can change them. That is never, ever, ever going to happen. I've tried that a million.
They don't change.
Oh gosh, the last ones, the both of us. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous how we stayed in these relationships with these guys for the most absurd reasons. It was, Kyra, it was...
And Kyra, they were twice our age, so what does that tell you? That wasn't good either.
Gentlemen, reach out.
Now we're being serious.
age.
Go to the website.
Now we're being serious,
you can find the broads. You can listen to them, of course, on Sirius XM. Broad-Minded is the show. They're the host. They're also single. They're beautiful. They're smart. They're sassy. They don't beat around the bush. They're far from shallow. Blog them. Tell them you're interested. Come on, men. Next time I talk to you, ladies, I want to see the bling on the left hand.
You got it.
I don't know. I don't know, Kyra. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I'm ready.
It's going to
work.
work.
We're still working together at 20 years and we're still single.
No.
This is...
The slut's ready. Number three is ready.
And to our viewers, this conversation by no means is over. Christina and Molly are going to still be talking about it. And you can also check out the response to the article by our own Jessica Ravitz. She has some of her own choice words for the author, Tracy McMillan, on why she's not married. And then you can email us and tweet us your thoughts. We'd love for you to weigh in.